It's a big beast with a tough hide, but you now have it triangulated with these harpoons. The captain goes, "We good?"
Yeah, we're in.
Bringing it up. They go ahead and disengage that one central part of the stock that they have.
We get our hands on
right.
the pins for the
I'm gonna
release, just in case.
And the
Pins, hold
captain's
on to
gonna
the
hear in their
pins!
head. Raise it now.
I'm running over and grabbing pins.
They put forward the one ratchet that they had to hold back and put it into place. The central gem goes calm for a second, and you watch now the creature's tugging. It gets pulled in. They go ahead and grab another piece and put it down. All three of them strongly begin to radiate energy, and the ship once again begins to vibrate even heavier. As it does, the wheel begins to turn, and the ship begins to pull up at an angle. I just have somebody here roll a d20 for me.
I think that'd be me, yeah.
Go ahead and add 5.
Oh boy.
No pressure.
Oh boy, what if the ship cracks in half?
14.
14. It begins to slowly rise, and both of you watch as the feather fall, which makes this even remotely possible. You watch as it begins to be drawn out of the dust. Now, you get the first true view of this massive beast as the dust and sand falls off of its form, scattering to the ground below, burying a large portion of the nearby road. Imagine a length squid, but its central body divides into 24 long tendrils, each that ends in a long-fingered hand that grabs and wraps around. What? In the center between them, you can see what looks to be a central. There's an eye on each side of the top of the head, the one that you were looking at, and then deep underground, as you pull it free, there is a third eye underneath between all the tentacles. As it pulls out, you can see it grabbing onto the chains, and it's starting to pull itself
it's climbing up?
Yeah. It's like now climbing up the harpoon chains, but the ship is carrying it. It is like airlifting it now off the side. Watches on this, it's like, are we holding out okay? Are we going okay? Please tell me we're okay.
We should do something about this.
We should get high and then just drop it.
Oh god!
No, we shouldn't. That would kill it.
Can we pull away from the caravan?
I'm doing it! I'm trying! The ship's now off to the right and just continues to move on in the opposite direction of the caravan, which at this point you can see is now getting far closer, on the cusp of getting itself up onto the rock base.
Great. I'm gonna fly and bring us back up onto the deck.
At which point the other deckhands go forward and they pull the sails forward. Woof, the wind hits and even more force pulls it forward. The ship kind of begins to list slightly again, but just keeps itself on that angle before pushing forward further and further, and continues for about 2 or 3 minutes at as fast a speed as it can, carrying the weight kind of off in a southwestern direction.
How's it look down there? We lost sight of it a minute ago.
How close is it getting to the ship?
Is it getting closer to the
It's probably about 50 or so feet from its tender point.
Or should we lower it? So we're gonna drop this thing?
Yeah, we can lower down so we can drop it.
Lower it.
I'm gonna lower it.
Kill it.
And the ship begins to go, and it begins to dip quickly because now it leans into the weight.
It's definitely gonna kill something else.
All right,
but
This thing.
on the count of 3, let's do this. Is there a way to detach these chains?
Yes, there are pins.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
All the chains dislodge and are dragged down the ship immediately. The immediate loss of weight and the amount of force behind it, it goes into a serious dive upward. Most people begin to slide back and tumble towards the back. The materials start like dragging down. I would say both Ashton and Chetney make a dexterity saving throw, because as you land and hit the wall, you look up and watch as the ammunition barrels tip over and all of the large, heavy ballista bolts start sliding in your direction.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 1.
Okay. So the ship, it picks up and then eventually evens out. As you're glancing over the side and looking, you watch the chains detach. The creature falls maybe about 40, 50 feet before into the dust. And then it digs itself back into the dirt and broken ground of the Hellcatch Valley. And you watch as the pattern of its movement is continuing in a southwestern direction, away from the encounter. The caravan itself has kind of now set up camp and just kind of taking its time there upon the stony top of the hill for its own safety.
I mean, we can't help them now.
I mean, I feel like we should. I feel like we
It's
should
up
at
to
least fly down towards the caravan and find out if they're the ones that stole the babies.
Or just, ask for money for saving them.
What if they made a liar out of me? I said that they weren't responsible.
It's about now that you all look over and notice that there is a large bolt that is like partway through the abdomen of Ashton and pinning them to the the wall on the deck.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, you were all busy. I didn't want to interrupt anything. Clearly not.
Can I?
Yeah, I run
Do you want me
over.
to take it out?
Wait,
You do take 24 points of piercing.
Oh my god. We pulling it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the back end of the.
Get ready for a cure
Right.
wounds.
1, 2,
I rage.
3.
Okay. You pull it out. Immediately as it's withdrawn, it takes some meat with it. But dark stony meat. There you go.
I'll cast a cure wounds.
Okay.
Just level 1.
All right.
Oh, okay. You healed 10 points.
That is good. Ow. Ow. Well, it's been a great day. I'm going back to sleep. Goodbye.